English as second language, and this time I'm going to definitely give you the feedback of the report writing which you have done so far, and the topic which was assigned to do to you about the water, right? It was like conserving water. So the title is quite catchy, which we have written. So basically the question was that it was from the part 5. You have been asked to write a report for the school magazine about ways of using less water. In your report, you must give one reason, give 2 ways, and give 1 way the school could use less water. This was the question, and you have to write 100 and 150 words only. How much words you have written altogether? Yes, if I'll ask you that how many words you have written altogether, so how many words were they in counting?
I think 120.
100?
120, I think so.
120, right? Okay. So, if you are going to write in a neat and tidy handwriting, then definitely your presentation matters a lot in, your O levels exams. So, title was not written properly, conserving water. When you are going to write these jumbled up words, then definitely you will start losing the marks from the top until the end. The examiner is not going to take keen interest in your writing. And of course the pattern which I've shared already of the report writing, as our precious water resources continue to, what is this written? See, I am having the difficulty in reading your sentences, so the examiner won't take much effort in reading your sentences. So as a can you please just give a reading to this line, Ayan, so I can give you a feedback about it? Really, please
Water
read it.
is crucial to, yeah, yes, water is crucial
No,
to
no,
the
no. I'm
environment
asking about
and
this
our
one
future.
line. This, what
No,
is
actually,
this line?
I did something wrong with that, so I crossed it out.
Okay, so this is this way you have crossed it out. So okay, if you really wanted to
Yeah,
cross out something, then it should be the way is that you have to put lines like this. For example, this is, I thought that somebody by mistake did this line on the. So if you want to
no,
cross out something, then there must be some slanting lines like this. This means that you are not going to entering this part in it. And of course the pattern matters, so there shouldn't be more lines you have to leave. Okay, so here, from here I can read for you. Water, again, water is not written clearly. Water E is not written properly. Water is the crucial. Okay, water is crucial to the environment. Again, environment and missing spelling mistakes. And a what? It's a bit blur here.
and future.
To the environment in the future. Yes, of course, it's important to future. By using less water. Okay, so here you can use this word by conserving. Okay, so which word we can use instead of less, ion? Because we need to, upgrade our vocabulary level and, use the synonyms as much as possible. So instead of this word less, which word we can use?
What word? What word can I use?
Maybe if you can write like by using or by conserving subordinate amount of water. It's like subordinate is subordinate to beneath, low, less. So you can find out some of that synonyms, and diminished, dwindled amount of water by conserving subordinate amount of water. We can help preserve this valuable resource. Assist in preserving this valuable resource. Okay. In the home, simple steps, we, again, what is it written? We, can you please give a reading to this sentence as well? In the home, simple steps.
Like fixing leaks and water efficient applicants appliances
Mhm.
uh, can make a big difference.
Okay. First of all, we will be writing at home. Okay, in the home is even fine, but making it a bit more complex at home. Um, Instead of this word simple, a very, very basic word, we need to just upgrade our vocabulary, just removing these small words to upgrade them. If we apply some uncomplicated, some uncomplicated, okay, some uncomplicated steps l- like leaks and water efficient appliances can make a big difference, can make a big, again, I told you that this word big is an extremely outdated word. So which word you can use instead of this word big? I gave you the word already, and you have made the sentence of that word in one of my sessions, and still that was of no use because you are not using it. So, and water efficient appliances can make a colossal difference, can make a huge difference, right? So, flat writing without using any advanced level vocabulary, it won't be considered as a O levels paper because it is, the level which a grade 5 or 6 or 7 student can also write. We need to upgrade our level. Every single word matters. If you're going to just upgrade it, we will definitely be able to get marks. It is that simple, I'm telling you right now. Okay, so yes, you have used this transition word additionally, but no need of leaving these two lines. Okay, just right after difference, D-I-F-F-E-R-E-N-C-E. Okay. Right after difference, you can just write it because it's report writing. So in report writing, we are just reporting the things and we need to just, write it right after that. Additionally, reducing the time spent in the shower and turning off the tap will uh, turning off the tap. Okay, while. So you write while here in such jam-packed way. Okay, fine. While brushing your teeth are effective ways. Okay, again, we can use another word instead of effective. What is the other word we can use instead of effective? Can you just tell me, please?
I think
You've used, efficient here, again, effective here. So it's, like more of the same kind of vocabulary is repeated. Some other words which we can use instead of these, maybe teeth are, you can say, effectual. Okay, like it's more like that. Productive ways to conserve water, some productive ways. Maybe this could fit in here. Productive ways to conserve water, or you can say operative ways, or maybe you can say some emphatic ways. So we can use emphatic as well. It's that simple that you just have to, write the word and find out the synonym of it and just remove the word by repeating it. Okay, so word repetition. Okay, fine. This was fine, but you need to at least make a paragraph of 4 to 5 lines. That's a must thing. As for the school, okay, installing water serving fixture and promoting awareness. Again, spelling mistakes, awareness about water conservation among students and staff can significantly, okay, reduce water usage. Okay, fine. Very good. It's essential. It's essential for everyone to play a part in conserving water. Again, we need to just use another word in conservation and conserving, which is going to be the other word which you can use instead of conserving. So this is your practice, Ayan. If you're going to, change your word and divert your words into the advanced level, this is the only game. This is the only trick you can, reach yourself to the, higher level. So you use, instead of conserving, you have used preserving. Preserving is also saving. Conserving is also saving. You can use, instead of that, conservation, protection. Protecting is also saving. You can protect the water through it, and you can maintaining is also saving. It is also a synonym of it. Okay, then we used, you can use also sustentation. Sustenation also comes under it. So these are all the words which we can use, instead of conserving or conservation. Okay, so you can use here. It's mandatory, or it's significant, or it's mandatory for everyone to play vital role role in sustentation of water. Here you can just upgrade it by writing sustenation of water to ensure. Okay, here sustainable future. All right. Okay, so here you have used the word sustainable future, so you can just change it here to maintaining water to ensure a sustainable future. Then that could be absolutely okay, fine, right? So this is it. Hmm. The word limit is a bit less. So here the word limit, they have asked 100 to 150 words, so at least you should write maximum 135 words. And here we have to, you're not going to count all these additional words, joining words, or the fixtures which are in between the sentences, so those are not at all being counted. All right. So it was fine. You tried your level hard, and it was fine. But still, you need a little bit. You need to upgrade your vocabulary level, right, Ayan? Just the upgradation of the vocabulary level, then definitely you can reach yourself to that. And also, being a GCSE English language student, you need to be like a literature person. More of the explanation is required sometimes. We need to, add more points into it. So you need to think regarding that as well. Okay, so what was the last thing which we have to add in the report writing? Yes, Ayan. So here's the
Yes, yes.
conclusion. The conclusion was the last thing which have to add in the report writing, and also we have to add an introduction, which we have not mentioned, that what was this report about? Because if the examiner is not seeing the question, then you must write the introduction. Here the introduction should be added, that this report is about. Just in simple line, you're going to write that this report is about. You were telling me on that day, and you were constructing a very nice line on that day. You have taken out from internet, when you talk about the report, and this report is about, you can say, saving lives. You were talking about, maybe you told me a very catchy sentence. Or maybe adding your part, adding an importance into it. This report is about adding a great importance, something it was like that. So if you will write that, adding a great importance by conserving water usage, right? So by the conservation of the water usage, you can just add up your importance, add up your part into it. All right, so then again, you need to just write the conclusion, that what is the conclusion of saving the water, how can we save it, and what will the after effects of saving the water, will it actually help us in future or not? So there must be a conclusion of like altogether 3 lines, then definitely you can reach to the exact word limit. Okay, so if I'll be here, then definitely I would mark it as. Do you know that how many marks this report writing consists of?
25.
Exactly. So 25 means then 135 to 40 words. So this was like the one which you wrote. You might carry here altogether. You can say 13 marks, probably. Yeah, 13. So I'm gonna give you a 13 maximum. Okay, fine. So we will be moving towards the part 6 today, and the part 6, am I presenting my screen to you, the part 6? Yes, I am. Am I presenting my screen to you, the part 6?
Yes.
Okay, let me just share it again. You will do better, but you need to do it right away submit it, because when I'm conducting your class and I'm telling you the ideas, at that time if you're going to write your thing, you will be definitely submitting it in a more efficient manner, and the best will come out of you. So when I explain you the thing, right away complete that task. Don't drag it 2 to 3 days. The quality always decreases when it gets late. Okay, so you are doing a project on science and mathematics. Read the text below and write a summary for your teacher. So I've already done the summary writing with you, and summary writing is a very important part of this, you can say, paper, because it's at the last, but we need to be extremely tricky in it. So I would want you to please start giving a reading to it. Inspiring tomorrow's scientists. Read one paragraph and I'll explain you that. Hurry up, start reading from the first line.
Teaching, secondary school
No, no, no,
pupils
no, from here.
often
From here.
there is widespread concern that not enough young people studying science and mathematics at higher levels, and that more people need to be encouraged to follow careers in these fields. In particular, efforts need to be directed at the early secondary years, age 11 to 14. It is recommended that the following areas be targeted.
Okay, so they are saying that it's a widespread concern that not young people are studying science and mathematics at higher levels. Because, we get options. Because we get options, so we don't choose it. And that more people need to be encouraged to follow careers in these fields. So, in particular, efforts need to be directed at the early secondary years, because early secondary, if we are going to make ourselves better in science and mathematics, it will definitely help us in the of higher levels. It is recommended that the following areas be targeted. Now they're saying that the following areas be targeted. Let's see. Okay, teaching. Please give a reading to it. Yes, teaching. How will it be?
Secondary school pupils often view science and mathematics as boring and hard to understand.
Hmm.
So new strategies are needed to help teachers challenge and change these perceptions,
Perceptions.
whatever. Work is being done with teachers to develop new ways of teaching sciences and mathematics, focusing on the use of dialogue and discussion in classes.
Yes, that's perfect, because secondary school pupils, of course, when we fit in ourselves as a student, so we definitely feel these kind of subjects as boring and hard to understand. It takes time, and you get extremely, feel monotony during these, mathematical lectures, long mathematical lectures. So new strategies are needed to help teachers challenge. New strategies means, of course, the teachers need to be more efficient in making the students learn through, you can say, hands-on activities, or the IT, with the help of technology and IT, that will make, amaze the students, and they can learn as well. Work is being done with teachers to develop new ways of teaching science and mathematics, focusing on the use of dialogue and discussion in classes. Of course, dialogue and discussion in classes, like, only the teacher should not speak. It should be a student oriented class, that a student should be speaking more, and this teacher just gives the demo and speaks less, so then it will be an interactive class, and the students will learn more. Okay, next please. Did you understand till now what are they talking about, and what is this topic? It's
Yes.
a Yes, it's a very amazing topic. We
Career
can just.
awareness, although primary school children often enjoy science classes, they already tend to not see science as a career path. One reason may be that they think a science qualification leads only to jobs like scientist, science teacher, or doctor, and they are unaware of the wide range of possible careers. This misunderstanding seems to be present among all older children and teenagers too. There is a need for schools to build knowledge about the wide benefits and usefulness of science and mathematics into the curriculum.
Okay, can you please explain this?
Basically, what it's saying is that when a child is being taught by their parents about like science and stuff, they think it's gonna be boring because it could only lead to like a couple of jobs.
Exactly. Uh-huh.
But on the other hand, it can like give many jobs.
Yes, of
And I don't
course.
believe that, but according to what the paragraph is saying, I'm
Mhm.
believing it.
Hmm. Because of course, science seems boring, but of course, it has a wide range of possible careers. That's right. And there is a need for schools to, build up knowledge about the wide benefits and usefulness of science and mathematics in the curriculum. But they just, bring up the mug up thing, you can say learning up all the time, the question answers and everything for science and mathematics. They're just, focusing on the concepts rather than doing it with, more strategies and enjoyment and, make it more interesting, taking out ways. So yes, because there are so many benefits and usefulness of these two subjects. That's absolutely right. Okay, then comes the identity. So yes, please. Young people's subject choices and aspirations are strongly shaped by their backgrounds. It was found that science and mathematics are often seen as hard subjects associated with cleverness and not as natural choices. Okay, by those whose families are often unfamiliar with science, science and mathematics suffer from an image problem. Okay, so that even many high achieving young people with qualifications suited to a university degree in science or mathematics may feel that these routes are not suitable for them just because it is hard. There is an image problem. Science is not at all, not as natural choices. It is hard. So this word actually, every student fits in their mind and don't go with these two subjects, and always, looking for the tutor and just, pass on these subjects in every single stage. Okay, so post 16 routes. What is this about? Now it is about this, O levels, GCSE, A level. Okay. Yes. Oh no, sorry. Post
In
16
some
routes.
countries,
Yes.
it is, although young
Yes.
people can currently pursue a wide range of different types of science courses at GCSE level,
Mhm.
there are far fewer options after the age of 16. The current range of post-16 routes in science and or mathematics is too narrow. In particular, there are very few alternatives to traditional A levels. This may discourage many young people who are interested in science and mathematics or who may find further study useful but who do not want to study traditional A levels.
Exactly. Now, what are they saying here? Have you got the gist of it?
Mm.
Okay, so basically, it's like, young people can currently pursue a wide range of different types of science courses, but they got very few options. When they reach at the age of 16, their options are becoming, diminished. They are becoming decreasing every, by their increasing age. The options gets less. They're lesser than, before. So the current range of post 16 routes in science and mathematics is too narrow. We got very less options in it. So that's why students move towards the other literature and language subjects. So there are very few alternatives to traditional A levels as well. You can go with the CS, or, CSS, you can do that, or else you just have to do this A levels. Some people feel extremely hard after doing the O levels. They feel extremely hard for this A level, so they go for, the other things in the university. So this may discourage many young people who are interested in science and mathematics. So they think that why have we done then O levels or GCSE? So, or who may find for this useful, but who do not want to study traditional A levels just because they have made up their mind that it is hard, right? So it is the whole decorum is, going on from the beginning, that after the age of 16, the students get very less options. And even the counseling is something, very important for the students. They are not being counseled properly, not being motivated properly for the, career paths as well. Okay, fine. So curriculum. In some countries, it is a culture that young people choose a relatively narrow range of subjects to study at GCSE and A level, just because they are not being advised properly. This is what I have figured out. This combined with the popular view that there is a clear divide between the arts and sciences helps discourage young people from considering a potential future career in a science or mathematics related field. Because if somebody has chosen arts, that person has no potential. People say this, right? So that's why the students opt for these sciences and, put them in difficulties, and then just, face all the failures and then come back again to the arts. Yeah, just surviving there all 16 years, and after that suffering every single minute. Encouraging young people to follow a more varied curriculum would lead to higher rates of participation in science and mathematics. So it is all about the encouragement to the young people, to the young minds, to the young students, that mathematics and sciences are not boring, they're not hard. It's all about your own, will. You can do anything. Okay, so bringing about a real change in young people's participation in science and mathematics will require some. Okay, please give a reading to it. Will require some.
Some basic shifts in the way these subjects are currently delivered in schools and colleges.
Right.
Efforts need to target mainly the school, early secondary years, but wider action is also required. With students, teachers, schools, families, higher education provides scientists and employers working together.
So the whole, society, people, needs to change up their mind setup that, they have to work in a wider action. Not only the students, not only the teachers in schools, but also the families, because it's a trio. When the student is giving a paper, the teacher is teaching him, and also the family is extremely important, who is supporting that student and not discouraging that person. So, and the higher education providers should not put extreme pressure on the students. They should make them a bit, in ease. And the scientists, of course, discovering things every single day, and the employers working together. So this is chain of people who have an impression on it. So bringing about a real change in young people's participation will require some basic shifts, and these basic shifts can only be happen if every single person will change their mind. Okay, not only the schools and colleges. Okay, so in your summary they're asking about you must. Okay, so they have mentioned the source as well. So why do after the summary they mention the source? Just because you can also relate somewhere in your summary to it, that as it is picked up from the annual magazine of the Economic Social Research Council. So the Research Council has researched about the genuine thing for the students, right? So you can just put in this line as well for that. So Ayan, they're asking that give two reasons why science and mathematics might not be popular. Give two ways that schools can help make these subjects more popular, and state the problem with post 16 qualifications in these subjects. When a student reaches to post 16, then definitely this point refers to straight away from here. From post 16 routes to the end, you are going to explain the last point, and the rest of the two bullet points will be from the first few paragraphs, right? And you have to add up your own words as well. So basically, in summary writing, what do we need from the student says that, of course, you have to skim the paragraph into 100 and 150 words. So it should be altogether 145 or 140 words, a sum up of 140 words altogether. Skim it, but it should be in your own words. But students take it extremely wrong when I say in your own words. In your own words doesn't mean that you have to pick up huge words and you add up from your own source. You have to basically rephrase. You have to rephrase the sentences and turn them all over. That's what I want from the students. So it's summarizing means just rephrase it. If you are talking about secondary school pupils, often view science and mathematics as boring and hard to understand. So you can say that you can just rephrase this sentence. So how are you going to rephrase this sentence, Ayan? If you could just do this one single sentence in rephrasing it. So I will be doing it in this way
To
that
understand,
I will be rephrasing it in this way that the pupils of secondary school think or consider these two subjects science and mathematics, quite arduous is another word instead of hard, arduous, and it creates monotonous while studying. That's it. You just need to rephrase it and just change a little bit words, and add up your own words a little bit. Transformation is required. So this is what actually, I want from you as well. That summary is, rephrasing in your own words. And also you have to focus on following the bullet points. These bullet points are extremely important. Bullet points, actually give us to write three paragraphs. The first paragraph should be about the two reasons, and it should, contain altogether 5 to 6 lines. And then comes, it should be altogether of, 50 words, I must say. Divide all these three into 50, 50, 50. Okay, then you will be able to reach to the required level. Then you have to mention two ways that school can help make these subjects more popular. In these two ways, divide these two ways into 25 words each. One way should be of 25 words. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, and then you have to state the problem with post 16 qualification in these subjects, and that's way too easy. So, Ayan, what is the difficulty so far you feel in writing a summary writing? Because this is the most tricky task, I must say. You have to rephrase in your own words, and but picking up the same sentence from the top. As we are left with 2 minutes 3 seconds for ending up this session, and I have to rejoin after it, but you need to just write at least the first two reasons why science and mathematics might not be popular. What is the most tricky thing you find in writing a summary? Please tell me.
Writing the information.
Writing the information. So what you can do is that if you don't know how to writing the information, you can just pick up the information from the paragraph and just rephrase it, turn that sentence all over into a new one. Pick that same sentence and change it into your own words. Getting it? Rephrase it. Rewrite means. So, for example, if you got this sentence that work is being done with teachers to develop new ways of teaching science and mathematics, you can rephrase this sentence that teachers are doing a great work. No, sorry. Teachers are requested to work on developing the innovative ways. Instead we can write innovative ways of teaching these boring subjects into an amazing way. So this sentence could be changed into all over, a new one. This is what rephrasing is, I am. That's it. You just have to focus on rephrasing by this. Okay, so ending up the session, here the session is going on, ends up. So you need to just, start completing this part and I'll rejoin you in after 8 minutes. Give two reasons why science and
Yes, I'm
mathematics
gonna
might
have
not.
another class now.
Mm-hmm.
Like as soon as it ends, yeah, I'm gonna have a class.
Right after that, it's you have a class. Okay, fine. So I'll be assigning you this task for now, and you need to submit it to me till Sunday, right?
Yes, let's just say it on the group.